Here is the glimpse of our recent trip to Mahabaleshwar. Well, with a long drive on the plan, we all started early in the morning. Although my Amama's house is not on the way, my mom found a way per her own maps which connected the ways, and we ended by going there, which personally I liked it too. Okay, the fun started early for us. Guess what? After we traveled some 10 kilometers from our Amama's house, we got a call from our Amama to let us know that my mom forgot her phone there. Well, sometime in the morning we had to wait in front of McD's uncle and Starbucks queen staring at us, and we managed to get the phone to us. Well, we are always prepared to eat outside food on these travel plans, and this time it was no different. On our way, we saw some hoardings of a restaurant which surprisingly has its ads from almost 60 kilometers before the actual place, which of course created interest in us to eat there, and our car was ready to take the second halt at Hotel 24. Well, the hotel was nice, hygiene, but the fun was, on the table looking at the menu, we four looked at our faces and smiled since a plate idli is 99 rupees only. Well, at that moment only, we decided not to take a halt while coming back. Day 2 started with some complimentary breakfast at the hotel which was decent, and we gave a try at the games which were nice, but we did not spend a lot of time at the hotel since we planned to be at Panchagani the earliest we can. Despite all our efforts, we managed to reach Hotel Rainforest only by the lunchtime. Okay, with no regrets of being slightly behind our originally planned schedule, and with our ever positive intent and focus to utilize the remainder of the day wisely, we quickly had our lunch at the in-house restaurant. But to our surprise, this in-house restaurant was one of the happenings places, since they had a nice side view of the valley, and this place was just beside the Parsi viewpoint. The restaurant and in fact our balcony view from room was so same as the Parsi viewpoint. After our lunch, we covered the Parsi viewpoint and took some pics. Up next, we went to Sydney viewpoint, which was not very far. The view from there was beautiful with great aerial view. The other thing I liked a lot there was the cone ice cream. The taste of the ice cream was just superb, and this was one of the best I had in cone creams for sure. Now, let me tell you about the super cool adventure we had in Tableland, which is like the largest plateau in the area. It's about 4,300 feet above sea level, and the views were totally mind-blowing. Now, I really wanted to ride a horse, but I didn't want to do it all alone. We decided to take the tanga instead, and honestly, it was the best choice because we got to chill and enjoy the ride without worrying about balancing on a horse. Plus, the tanga driver was pretty fun, so it felt like a mini adventure. And then we went to check out the Pandavas' footprints. Yup, the legendary footprints that have been here since their Vanavas. I mean, how crazy is that? And nearby there was this cave where the Pandavas supposedly stayed. Now, here's the coolest part. The cave was like naturally air conditioned. Famous Macro Gardens was next on the list. A popular place here and of course slightly overcrowded. Some pics we captured to add it to our collections. While Nidhi tried jelly bungee jump, which was adventurous and fun in its own way, I did chocolate making and I had a great time. We saw some strawberry farms, tasted some, and they were truly delicious. We had some packed to carry it back to home too. Day 3. Om Namah Shivaya. We started the day by visiting one of the oldest temples and felt blessed. The temple definitely looked ancient, and some briefing about the temple here connects to its origin and our history. Mridhi and I made sure to convey all our prayers and wishes in the ears of Nandi. After darshan, some shopping, and then we headed to Mahabaleshwar main market for more shopping. At the lunch, while Nidhi tried the pav bhaji to taste the local food, I discovered that I like palak in vegetables with palak paneer in one of our orders. My Nani will be happy for sure with me like palak. Hills and valley with no water or lakes? Not happening. So then, up next on the list we had Venna Lake, where we had boating, and Lingamala waterfalls, where we had some Maggi as our snacks. At the lake, while Mridya and I enjoyed with touching the water while we were on the boat, my caring mom was slightly tensed to see these sweets for us. Overall, it was wonderful experience boating. Next on the list was Kate's Viewpoint. Well, again super viewpoint, and it is a mountain view which looks like the elephant head. The wheels on the bike go round and round, round and round, round and round. Yes, you heard it right. I said bike in the lines since we stopped at the vintage mile. It has a collection of more than 200 bikes and goes long back to the early 1900s bikes. Seeing all of them at once has a wonderful feeling, and knowing the bike's history in India. Well, we called it for a day and Mahabaleshwar. Next day, our halt was in Solapur and a surprise planned by my parents for my birthday. A stay in 5-star hotel. I was pleasantly surprised as soon as we arrived at the hotel. Everything was so spacious and perfectly organized there. Vidya and I ventured all the hotel amenities and did our bit in the gym, more in the swimming pool, Christmas tree, Santa and more, while my mom enjoyed the cup of tea. In the night, soup and Chinese food was meal, and noodles with the noodle sticks was somewhat tricky in the beginning, but we were quick enough to adopt the style and eat with ease. The chef, while checking the feedback for the food, offered a brownie cake, which we celebrated as the early cake for my birthday. Well, the day ended with some good food and laughter from the table. The next morning, the breakfast spread at the hotel had more than 50 to 60 items with live counters. But since I was slightly under the weather, I did not attempt to eat. So breakfast was missed. But certainly a great stay at Balaji Sarovar Premier Hotel. December 27th. Jai Bolo Amma Tulja Bhavani Ki Jai. My birthday, and we visited Tulja Bhavani temple. The temple was crowded, but we went for special darshan and completed our prayers in an hour. We took some bangles and prasadam while we headed back to our home. Well, overall this is our yet another trip with loads of memories to cherish.